Besides being considered two of Hollywood's greatest actors, Johnny Depp and Jim Carrey are powerful men who have amassed huge fortunes throughout their careers. But have you ever wondered which of them has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a fierce battle between Johnny Depp and Jim Carrey. So let's get to the fight. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #allaboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Most expensive mansion. When it comes to investing in good places to live, the two stars don't skimp. But which of them has the most expensive mansion? Jim Carrey, for example, has been spotted visiting a penthouse in the building known as the Clock Tower, located in Brooklyn, New York. It is a luxurious apartment with a super sophisticated architecture capable of offering all the refinement one can imagine. The apartment is located at one of the most luxurious addresses in the city, with an incredible view of Manhattan from every room. There is even an open-air terrace in the apartment, where the view is so beautiful that there is even a pair of binoculars to get a better look. And although it is not known whether Jim Carrey actually bought this property, some sources speculate that at the time the property was valued at around $19 million. Johnny Depp's most famous and imposing property is his incredible 19th century villa in Le Plan de la Tour, France. Probably inspired by the success of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, Johnny Depp decided to buy this huge 37-acre village made up of several 19th century buildings, transforming it into a unique place completely unlike anything else in existence. There are several structures designed by Depp himself. We can say that the property is a one-of-a-kind peek inside the mind of one of the most famous Hollywood actors of the time. The village has several interesting facilities, such as 2 leisure areas with large swimming pools for when the actor wants to cool off on the sunnier days. And believe it or not, but there's also a bar with luxurious rustic architecture and even a cave made for when he wants to drink wine. In all, this large village has about 6 guest houses that together exceed the amount of 15 bedrooms and 14 bathrooms, all of them with a unique architecture. It is known that the actor lived in this location for many years during the period when he was married to French singer Vanessa Paradis. And according to some sources, since 2015 Johnny Depp has been trying to dispose of the property, but has never managed to sell it. According to reports, the property is currently being advertised for sale for a not-so-cheap figure, an amount that could top $55 million. Considering the high value of Johnny Depp's incredible mansion, he wins this round. Point for him. Cars. Both actors like to drive nice cars, but which one has the most valuable collection of vehicles? One of the cars Jim Carrey has been spotted in is a Mercedes-AMG SL63, a beautiful Mercedes convertible equipped with a V8 engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4 seconds and reaching a top speed of 186 miles per hour electronically limited. And the price of this incredible car can reach more than $160,000. The most expensive vehicle Jim Carrey has ever seen is a Porsche Panamera, a super sports car made for those who like speed. The vehicle can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.6 seconds and can reach a top speed of 190 miles per hour. And to have a car like this in your garage, you may have to fork out almost $200,000 for the latest models. As a gift to the team that worked with him on the movie Sonic the Hedgehog 2, he decided to give away a Chevrolet Blazer RS, an SUV with a modern and imposing design. The interior of the vehicle is spacious and comfortable, ideal for day-to-day use. And to make this donation, it is speculated that the comedian has spent around $40,000. Meanwhile, it is speculated that Johnny Depp has owned vehicles such as a $90,000 Range Rover Vogue, a $95,000 Lincoln Navigator, a $105,000 Chevrolet Corvette from 1959, a $110,000 BMW 7 Series, a $115,000 Mercedes-Benz S550, a $125,000 Porsche 911 Carrera S, a $280,000 Ferrari 488 Spider, and even a Rolls-Royce Wraith, a luxury car valued at around $350,000. But it is speculated that the most expensive car he ever owned was a Lamborghini Aventador, a super sports car capable of reaching impressive speeds, being among the fastest cars in the world. The vehicle features a 770 horsepower engine that can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an unbelievable 2.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 220 miles per hour. And to own one of these, you may need to fork over $450,000. And for owning the most expensive garage, Johnny Depp wins this round. Point for him. Exaggerated luxuries. Both celebrities can afford to buy anything they want, but who has the most lavish spending sprees? Johnny Depp, for example, spends millions of dollars on unnecessary things like $30,000 to maintain his wine inventory, $150,000 with bodyguards for him and his family, $200,000 with trips in private jets, $300,000 with employees, including 40 full-time ones. In all, it is estimated that Johnny Depp spends around $2 million every month to maintain his super extravagant lifestyle. One of his most bizarre expenses was when he spent $3 million fulfilling his friend Hunter S. Thompson's wish to have his ashes blown up in a cannon. The actor also likes to have fun on the high seas, having already bought his own luxury yacht. Named by the actor as Vajola Roja, it is a 157 feet long boat capable of housing up to 10 crew members with a lot of luxury. Its entire interior was renovated with the design thought out by Johnny Depp himself. And according to media reports, the vessel was sold to Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling for about $28,900,000. Jim Carrey is speculated to have once owned a Gulfstream G550, one of the safest and best-performing private jets in the world, capable of reaching speeds close to the speed of sound. Not to mention its intercontinental range, which allows it to travel long distances without having to stop for fuel. The interior of the jet is very comfortable and luxurious and can hold up to 19 passengers depending on the configuration adopted. This aircraft is so exclusive that there are only about 100 units of it in the world, and of course to own one you have to invest a real fortune. To get an idea of the price, it is estimated that Jim Carrey's aircraft cost around $60 million. And since they both spend a lot to enjoy such luxury, we'll consider this round a draw. Other real estate. Both actors love to buy properties to live in comfort, but who has the biggest real estate portfolio? Jim Carrey, for example, bought a beautiful mansion in 1994 in Los Angeles, California, in a prime area surrounded by other high-end homes. Although there is little information about its interior, you know that the property is over 8,000 square feet. And looking at the satellite footage of the property, it is possible to see that there are a sports court and a beautiful swimming pool in the house for the actor to relax in. And according to some sources, Jim Carrey paid about $3.8 million at the time, but it is estimated that today the property is worth more than $8 million. The actor also once owned a mansion in Malibu, a prime area of Los Angeles known for its beaches and for also housing other celebrity homes. Carrey's former beach house has contemporary architecture with large, integrated rooms. The interior of the house is about 2,860 square feet, divided into 3 comfortable bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, including a bathtub. One of the highlights of the property is the beautiful outdoor area with an incredible view of the Pacific Ocean, an environment that has loungers, and even an ofuro with a jacuzzi. And according to media reports, the actor decided to sell the house in 2013 for about $13.4 million. And even a property on Maui, an island in Hawaii, the actor is speculated to own. Johnny Depp, on the other hand, once owned a large 41-acre farm in Lexington, Kentucky. The main house has a white facade, with a typical country architecture. Entering the property's interior, it is possible to see that the decor has a beige and brown color palette, making use of ordinary furniture, building up to a very cozy feeling. When you take in the house's decor, it is possible to realize that it really did belong to Johnny Depp, with it having several decorative objects and pictures of the actor on the walls. In all, the residence is about 6,635 square feet, being divided into 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, with some even having hot tubs. Going outside, there is a beautiful pool area, with a children's slide and several sun loungers. But what makes this property special is the huge green space where it houses 2 barns and several animals in the corrals. And according to some sources, Johnny Depp had decided to sell it in 2020 for around $1,350,000. The actor also owns a huge mansion in Los Angeles, which looks more like a castle. While there are no records of what the property looks like inside, it is known that it is about 7,430 square feet and was purchased in 1995 for $1,800,000, but has currently appreciated greatly in value, being now worth $8,400,000. And of course, vertical properties are also part of the actor's real estate portfolio. Depp once owned 5 apartments in the historic Eastern Columbia Lofts building in downtown Los Angeles. Because of a video posted by a broker on YouTube, it was possible to get to see one of the units that Johnny Depp owned. Divided into 2 floors, the duplex apartment has a living room with double-height ceiling, which brings a sense of spaciousness to the rooms. The quirky decor is such a trademark of the actor that there's no hiding the fact that he actually lived in this apartment. The double bedroom, for example, has all blue walls, which contrast very well with the room's decor. The residents of this apartment can also enjoy a beautiful leisure area on top of the building, with a swimming pool and an incredible view of the city. And adding up all 5 of the actor's apartments in this building, it is estimated they exceed 11,500 square feet in area, with it being divided into 9 bedrooms and 14 luxurious bathrooms. And since 2016, Depp has decided to put all 5 of his properties up for sale, with the price of all adding up to approximately $12,700,000. And as if all that wasn't enough, Johnny Depp also owns an island in the Bahamas valued at $3,600,000. And all this is just a part of the actor's real estate portfolio, as it is speculated that he once owned several other properties. And because he has the biggest real estate portfolio, Johnny Depp wins this round. Point for him. Net worth. Everyone knows that both Hollywood stars have made a lot of money during their careers, but who has amassed the most wealth? Johnny Depp, for example, despite having several sources of income, without a doubt his main influx of cash comes through his work as an actor. But to get to the financial heights he currently possesses, he had to work hard. The amount of money he received for each production grew as his films became more successful and his name became more and more cemented in the film industry. In his first hit, 21 Jump Street, for example, he earned a salary of approximately $45,000 per episode. From then on, his earnings grew exponentially. To get an idea, it is estimated that he received the following fixed salary plus bonuses: $5 million for Nick of Time, $7,500,000 for Rango, $10 million for Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, $15 million for Rum Diary, $18 million for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, $20 million for The Tourist, $55 million for Alice in Wonderland, and up to $60 million for Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. And all this gigantic salary is just a reflection of how Johnny Depp brings and returns to the films he acts in. To get an idea, if you add up the box office value of all his films around the world, it is estimated that they have grossed around $9 billion. And if you add up the amount received by Johnny Depp throughout his career, it is estimated that he has made over $650 million. But it is believed that the actor's wealth is actually much smaller. That's because he didn't know how to manage his money well, resulting in him exaggerating a lot in personal expenses with his super luxurious life. According to some sources, Johnny Depp's net worth is currently estimated to be around $150 million. Jim Carrey is not far behind. Jim Carrey's early career was not that prosperous. As the actor himself has already told in an interview, there was a time when he was broke and depressed, and then using the law of attraction he decided to write himself a check for $10 million, with faith that one day he would be able to cash it and receive this gigantic paycheck. And as everyone knows, that's exactly what happened a few years later. To get an idea, his financial earnings grew as his work became more successful and his name became more and more known in the film industry. His first big paycheck, for example, happened in the series In Living Color, where he was paid about $25,000 per episode, which ended up totaling approximately $3.2 million with all 127 episodes of the show. The amount of money he received for his films also increased year by year. It is estimated, for example, that he received about $200,000 for I Love You, Philip Morris, $350,000 for Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, $540,000 for The Mask, $7 million for Dumb and Dumber, $15 million for Kick-Ass 2, and even an unbelievable $20 million for The Cable Guy, becoming in 1996 the first actor in history to receive such a high paycheck for a single film. And to receive such a high amount in the mid-1990s is the same as receiving around $34 million today. And Jim Carrey has managed to repeat and exceed this feat in several other productions, such as $20 million for Liar Liar, $20 million for Me, Myself and Irene, $20 million for How the Grinch Stole Christmas, $25 million for Bruce Almighty. The most profitable film in the history of his career, on the other hand, was Yes Man, where Carrey made a contract that entitled him to 36.2% of the profits, which brought his pay to a total of $35 million, a huge amount considered one of the 30 biggest paychecks in the history of cinema. And all this gigantic salary received for his productions is no surprise, because if we add up the box office of all his films around the world, the amount exceeds the bagatelle of $5 billion. And it is no wonder that, according to some sources, it is estimated that his net worth is around $200 million. And for having a bigger fortune, Jim Carrey wins this round. Point for him. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for Jim Carrey against 4 points for Johnny Depp, making him the winner of this battle. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.